After assembling the stand, the box of the shoulder CPM should be mounted on that stand like this. The shaft coming out at the bottom of the machine should be inserted into the hole of the stand, and then the grub screw should be tightened. After that, you should insert the power cable into the socket. Then remote control has got this connector. This connector has got a slot on the circumference. This slot should be matched to the one on the socket. Then you should lock it by rotating the sleeve on the connector. This way you are attaching the remote controls. The height of the machine can be increased and decreased as per the convenience of patient by loosening this bolt. Adjust the height and tighten the bolt on the stand. Shoulder CPM comes along with number of splints. There are different splints for different movements of both left and right hand. Now we will see one by one steps for the adjustment of flexion extension movement of right hand. All the splints are marked with either R or L, that is left hand, here. On the box also you will get the marking of left and right hand. This particular splint is the splint for the flexion extension movement of right hand only. You can attach this splint like this and tighten the bolt above. You can switch on the machine from behind. Switch on cut. Whenever you switch on the machine, it will first display welcome Prasaditi, then it will take initialization, and it will first show the current splint angle, that is present angle of the splint, which is 0 degrees. The machine has 4 buttons: del, up, low and next. At this particular screen, if you press the up key, the empty splint will gradually come up and it will then display the angle of the splint. The empty splint is gradually coming up. Now, the moment it is comfortable to the patient's height, ask that patient to sit like this. You observe that the axis of shoulder and the axis of machines are exactly in one axis, one line. Now you can ask the patient to sit like this for adduction, so flexion extension movement, for flexion extension movement. Lock the strap. Once you take the splint at the comfortable angle to the patient, at this point you press next. All that you have to program is how much up angle you want. Max angle you can go is up to 180 degrees. By pressing up, every up key press will increase the angle by 3 degrees. So adjust the desired angle by continuously pressing the up angle. For the sake of demonstration, we are setting 120 degrees angle here. Press next. It will ask you how much down angle you want to program. By pressing low key, you can program how much down angle you want. Press next key. At this screen, it will ask you how much treatment time you want. Say I want to apply the machine for half an hour. Press up and adjust 30 minutes. Press next. It will ask the whole time. Press next. The machine will start. It will gradually bring the splint up. It will go up to it will display the angle on screen. It will go up to 120 degree. Hold it for some time, 4 seconds. Again it will start coming down. This is flexion extension splint for right hand. Programming of all the splint, that is up and low angle, is one and the same for all the splints. On the same splint of flexion extension, if the position of the patient is changed like this by 90 degree, now it is operating for adduction abduction movement. So for flexion extension and adduction abduction movement, the splints are one and the same. Only the position of patient changes according to the movement. Now let us see the splint for internal external rotation of the right hand. Internal external rotation of the right hand. This splint, observe, it has got a 90 degree angle splint, and it can be attached to the shaft like this and tightened at the position. The programming of the machine will be the same as flexion extension, only the splint will be different. For the internal external rotation, again you adjust the angle as per the comfort of the patient, splint angle as per the comfort of the patient. Ask that patient to put the hand on the splint. Wrap the straps like this. So this is a movement for internal external rotation of shoulder, right hand. For the flexion extension movement of left hand, this separate left hand splint has to be used. It can be fitted only on the left side of the box like this. You should tighten it properly. This is the splint for flexion extension movement and adduction abduction movement of left hand. So this is the patient position for the flexion extension movement of left shoulder. Flexion extension movement of left shoulder. When the patient faces exactly 90 degrees away from the machine, the same splint which is used for flexion extension can be used for adduction abduction movement also. Only the orientation of patient should be changed. The splint and patient sitting position for adduction abduction of left hand. This is the splint for internal external rotation movements of left hand. It can be fitted as well to the same shaft. And lock properly. Yes sir, yes sir. Observe the sitting position of patient for internal external movement of left hand. For all the movements, the machine has got a panic key on the remote control. When it pains to the patient, if he hits the panic key, the machine will reverse direction. If I press the panic key, the machine will reverse the direction like this. For some patients who can't go for adduction abduction 90 degree, for internal external rotation, the entire assembly can be made vertical like this. Remove the box and insert the shaft horizontally into the hole like this, and then you can lock the bolt to tighten the box like this. This adjustment is for internal external rotation of left hand. This is the splint for internal external rotation of left hand for those patients who cannot go for adduction 90 degree. Fix the splint, tighten it. You can now reduce the height of the box to suit the patient. You can observe the movement of left hand internal external rotation at adduction 0 degree. Observe the position of box, which is vertical. Observe the height of the machine, it is kept very low. And observe the sitting posture of the patient. Internal external rotation of left hand when he cannot go for adduction 0 degree.